a severe weather system will be tearing through the U.S. today. Starting with, we have a enhanced risk, which is a moderate risk, which is a 4 out of 5 risk for Wichita and Kansas City. This will be driven by a wind threat, which will be a SIG 2 45% wind threat, which basically means strong winds are possible. But then we also have a SIG 2 10% tornado threat back up over here for Illinois, Iowa, and into Wisconsin, where that basically means a 10% chance of an EF3 plus tornado occurring in a 25-mile region of this area. We don't have a tornado watch in effect for the next 7 hours for this area. And then when they put out the mesoscale discussion, which basically means they're basically saying with that, like, they put that out before the watch, saying that they're probably gonna put out a watch most of the time. They're calling for potentially strong to violent tornadoes. If we come over here to look at the future radar, you can see it will start off right now as we already have storms, and then by about 1 p.m. we could see a tornadic potential where you can see this cluster of storms. There's that storm. These storms back up over here near Wichita will start firing. Move on to 2, we'll have potentially some supercells down near Wichita and Kansas City that could carry a small tornado threat, but a wind threat and hail threat nonetheless. And then this right here will be our main line of storms that could carry a tornado threat. And if we move on off, you can see these still are staying very discreet, or the model's showing it. They want you to stay discreet. Again, this is a model, so this ain't what it could look. This is just what it could look like. It ain't what it for sure. And then back up over here, here's where our wind threat is. Where we could see some strong winds, and then they'll go on out throughout the night. Chicago, you'll get your mostly wind threat. Could have a QLCS tornado threat about 9 p.m. tonight. And then moving on, the storms will just kind of fall apart as they move off. But places like Chicago, you're in a 2% hatch risk, basically saying 2% of some EF2 plus tornadoes are possible. Kansas City, Wichita, you're in a 5% hatch, SIG 1 hatch risk. Oklahoma City, Tulsa, you're in a 5% SIG 1. And then a 2% back up from Canada pretty well to Mexico. But if we come over here to see satellite, this is what the satellite's looking like in our area right now. I definitely think some star tornadoes are possible, as we are going to have a lot of wind shear, moisture. I mean, if we come over here, we can just see. I mean, we're talking right now, the models are showing at 11, which is 2 hours ago, 69. But back up over here, like 2 o'clock, we could have a 70 dew point. And then after that, these storms should move off the U.S. I know we've been talking about, especially like Wisconsin a lot over the past few days, but we do have a 2% tornado threat back up over here for just outside of Columbus, Ohio. Parts of PA, parts of New York, Buffalo, New York's in this. But that shouldn't really be a major threat. And then these storms will eventually move off. But we could be, we're watching, there could be another day that could come, maybe potentially have a Dixie outbreak of severe weather potentially in the coming weeks. Because I don't think it'll be quiet for long. But with that, if you like this forecast video, be sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.